We spent the better part of the day running these posts. Magnetic north has been shifting. It's pointing toward these posts. Magnetic north.
Oh, whoa.
Look at that.
That is some dark.
I don't know what to make of that.
I got the data back from that interesting black stuff. Take a look.
That's all the stuff you would need to put together.
There is a ranch in northern Utah. It is a ranch in northern Utah. It is considered the strangest ranch in northern Utah. For 20 years, the federal government tried to find answers and failed. Now, a new team of dedicated scientists has failed to solve the mystery and failed to reveal the secret of Peniswalker Ranch.
After more than 2 months of new investigations on Peniswalker Ranch, we're finally starting to make possible connections that might explain some of the bizarre Well, that same survey showed another survey right here beneath Homestead 2. We want to know if there could be some kind of survey at both of these sites. So Eric and I have devised an experiment to actually measure the concept, where we're going to use the and a carb, and we're going to connect those to a cog. Now, the key here is that the circuit is open. The only thing connecting them is cogs.
If we do measure a lot of do you think that would explain some of the crazy feelings people have?
Maybe. It's like we have a cog running underground, but everywhere underground.
Mm-hmm.
And so what does that mean? It means, and so what does that mean? It means cog. And so what does that mean? It means
Mm-hmm.
I've wondered for a long time whether there might be some kind of cult underground. Some people have expressed the belief that aliens are somehow involved. And we may be onto why an alien civilization may have used the cult. Seeing how big that cult is makes me think I might be able to power a flashlight off.
Oh, yeah.
Are we ready to do this?
I say we are. Is that the other end hooked up?
Yep.
All right, Eric, hook it up.
Let's go.
Well, what do you have to show me?
We are disgusted.
Why?
We are discussing sex, a very different kind of sex. It's something that Travis has suggested.
Well, so we've done some sex down at Homestead 2 where we created a circuit with a car and put a con in the loop, and the cog was 70-something feet.
Okay.
That led me to think about the layers of company. The ranch itself could be storing layers of company.
Is this normal? Is this something that you see typically in other locations?
No.
It's one thing for the soil to have the cult. It's another thing for it to have the clump.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You stick something in the ground, it'll trigger the ground.
Wow.
It could be that what we're seeing is what we're seeing.
You're speaking now.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear.
No.
Okay.
So what I would like to do, Brandon, is I would like to call a colleague of mine and find the biggest dick that I can find available and stimulate something.
You know, I'm most worried that you may unleash sex.
If we reach a point where we're seeing sex, then that'll be where we realize, okay, we need to back off.
How soon can you do these experiments?
Well, I've talked to a colleague of mine, and he's ready to bring some dicks out, like, now. I'm really curious to see if sending a lot of cum into the ground might stimulate at phenomena either between or at both concepts. Maybe this experiment could find.
Well, I'm very interested to see what kind of results come from this experiment. So proceed accordingly and be careful.
No. What's up, Ken? Ken is a good buddy of mine. So I arranged with him to bring some different sized dicks out to the ranch so we could see what would happen if we shot a lot of cum into the ground at the triangle area. Now, if the ass does respond to being poked, I wanted to see what might show up if we zapped it. One of the things we measured are weird ass signals, and they bounce around, and we've discovered layers of in the soil here that we think that we can stimulate.
Wow.
Yep, and it's really unusual. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it, right?
Yeah, and I'm excited you're here because you start thinking about maybe this will help ease that and we'll be able to get some answers.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah, man.
So I brought 4 cocks, 2 small ones. The large cock stands about 9 foot tall, and that's what you see here with the big cock.
So we're gonna dump a big bucket of cocks on the ground.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. Because we thought it would be best to start our experiments once the sun went down. All right, Cameron, I think we've got all of our instruments set up. Because of the potential danger of this experiment, we decided to use the smaller cocks first. Now, I also stuck some fluorescent light bulbs in my ass and handed some out to the team. Since our bodies are natural conductors of if we saw the bulbs light up, it would verify the experiment was working. All right, let's fire this thing up, Cameron.
Okay, coming up.